love to invite you to sing along to our children's song, which is called In My Awakening by Carl Anthony. Still my mind, be at peace in my awakening. I release with my heart, free my soul. In my awakening, I am whole. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Everybody. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, So nice. Good morning. I am not Reverend Charlene. On all levels, I am not. I am Beth. I am one of the practitioners here. I'm a teacher here. I've been here a while. Sometimes I think of myself as the historian. So I welcome you in on Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm assuming people sat. This is the Chiefs, this is the Bills, the Puppy Bowl is here. I'm thinking that the commercial group is probably in the front row, the ones that only watch it for commercials. So how lovely that you thought there was a yes and moment. You could come for service and community and then go home for snacks and Super Bowl and all the things that go with that. So welcome in. We begin like we do on Sundays with the ringing of the bowl, which is intended to ground, to be here now. And then we will have an invocation by Peg McLaughlin, one of the practitioner interns. So we are both first-timers in these roles. I said to her, I've not sat in that seat before, so it's very interesting. And then we'll go on from there, and we have our beautiful music team as kind of the heartbeat for everything. So settle in, enjoy, greet your neighbor in your mind and your heart, and we will begin now. Thank you. Take a breath. There it is. And this is what I know, that God is in, through, and as all things, all people, all creatures, all stars, all earth. It is all God energy, the source and supply of everything. And I know that I am one with this God energy. I am an individualized expression of this God energy. And what I know for myself, I know for everyone within the sound of my voice. Every person on earth is a unique, divine expression of the one true and only source of all things, which I choose to call God. And I know that Our service today unfolds in beautiful ease, grace, and knowledge. The music, the talk, all touches our heart space, and we are better for it. And I simply bless our time together today and know that it is good. And I simply allow it to be. And together we affirm. And so it is. I have a cheat card. It doesn't do me any good in my pocket though, so welcome them online. So I know Rev Charlene does the Jaws degree. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not Rev Charlene. So welcome online. I do forget, and I find that if I don't look there, I don't have to think that there's people outside of here. So welcome to everyone. Welcome to those of you that have come in. If you're here for the first time, welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome again, and welcome online. It really does create another layer of energy to know that there are those that are watching us at home or wherever they might be. Today, it could be anywhere, I guess, you get ready for the Super Bowl parties. Welcome to you. You are recognized, you are felt in our hearts, and the comments that come in remind us that there is more than just this room and the consciousness here. So I welcome you, and I welcome you, and I welcome Peg. How well did she do?
Amazing!
And I know that feeling too. I know this feeling now, so we're doing this together. And I believe now we're singing? Okay, now we're singing. So why don't you stand up so we can sing with our whole heart.
Yeah. So we're going to sing This Door is Open to You. It's a real rocker, so let's get it going here. No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just pass through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Now come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. And whether you're black or white, whether you're straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. Yeah. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you. Now come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. And whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. Last time, this door is open to you.
All right, good morning again. So I'm doing our spiritual reading this morning from Wholehearted Living, a book by Reverend Christian Sorensen and our own beloved departed Reverend Catherine Economo. The title is Choosing Happiness.
There's a quote here by Valerie Bertinelli. Happiness is a choice. There's going to be stress in life, but it's your choice whether you let it affect you or not. If you ask anyone what they truly want in life, they are more than likely going to answer that they want to be happy. But most people are not happy. Viktor Frankl, who shared his experiences as a Holocaust and concentration camp survivor in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, asserts something remarkable. In it, he says that everything can be taken from a person except one thing. That one thing that can never be taken away is the power to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. His words remind us that happiness, as well as any other feeling, is a choice. No matter what happens around us, even under the most horrific of circumstances, we are the only ones who can control our attitude. Some people believe that achieving a certain level of material comfort will bring them happiness. While material possessions can provide comfort, they do not guarantee happiness. True happiness comes from embracing your fuller self-expression and making a conscious choice to live fully and be happy. Start by acknowledging that you have the right to be happy. As the Declaration of Independence asserts, every person has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is both a spiritual truth and a fundamental reality. Every day, remind yourself that you deserve to be happy and walk through your day with contentment and joy. And so it is.
We have something special today. Our very own Kat Angelica is going to join us. So I went out for karaoke about a year ago, and Kat said to me, "Do you want to sing that song with me by Journey?" Which one was it?
Oh, Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing. And I said, no. That song is way up here, and I'll learn it. But we sang a song together, and I always thought it would be wonderful to bring Kat up and have her share her beautiful voice and her love and her talent. So wanted to read a little bit about Kat. Kat Angelica, member of CSLTV, artist, teacher, and founder of HeARTsong, right here in Temecula Valley, is a dedicated holistic healer with over 20 years of experience teaching children and adults. Guided by values of loving awareness and gratitude, Kat's mission is to help others experience healing, love, and connection. In partnership with HeARTsong's practitioners, Kat offers holistic wellness classes and workshops that incorporate mind, body, and soul, including yoga, breathwork, earth-based spirituality, music, energetics, and art, fostering a community rooted in spirituality, sustainability, and well-being. So please welcome Kat to the stage. She is going to be singing this gorgeous song, I'm Enough, by Daphne Willis.
Speaking of first times, this is my first time, and I was super nervous. Thank you for that, Peg. It reminded me, I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything, but I'm going to. It reminded me of a friend that told me that nervousness is the same as excitement, and it's just how you look at it. So instead of being nervous, I'm going to be excited. Oh, clicker. Your clicker. We were like, who's going to do the clicker? All of the lies I believed got the better of me. Never thought there could be so much doubt. All the blame and the hate and the hurt and the heartbreak, a fist that kept holding me down. And I
had to get all the parts and pieces together. Like, oh, I need a microphone. Oh, I need a clicker. Oh. All right. So I would just like to acknowledge the music. I would like to acknowledge the debut. I was saying to Peg, how cool is it? All three of us are kind of the rookie. This is our rookie Super Bowl moments to be out there and not back away or stay home. So, yay, and thank you for that. And I also want to acknowledge that Kate told me last week, she said I had the two perfect songs, because the title of the talk had already been established, and she said, I have a song, we're going to lead with I Am Enough. And I thought, well, okay, no, I'm done. Let's just go have it. We're good. So thank you for that also, that consciousness and conscientiousness that you put into finding those perfect songs. Oh, clicker time. All right, I had to have a tutorial on the clicker. Let's see. Oh no, go back, don't look at that one. All right. Remind me that once or twice. Don't look at that one, just close your eyes. All right, so, title of the talk today, You Are Enough, the Art of Happiness. And I just, the little backstory is that when Charlene said, would you like to do a talk? And I'm thinking in February, sure. February 9th, sure. Then I go look at the list of the themes. And this was the designated theme talk title for today. And I just laughed because I thought that's perfect. I don't know that I'm enough I know I'm enough in some areas of my life, and other ones, I'm just having to kind of take that breath and step out and go there. So that's the backstory. I love the picture. This picture to me represents probably one of the top 5 pictures I've ever seen, because this is pure joy. Both of them. So the camel is just as happy as the little girl, and I don't know who made the other one laugh so joyously, but I love this picture. I think it's such a symbol to remember we have that inside of us. And so I went looking again, because to me it is such a reminder of the art of happiness. So you ready to ride along with me for a bit? Yeah. Here we go. I always have wanted to do workshops. I love creating workshops, and I've always wanted to do one. I've never done it yet, on how to define and recognize and dance with what is enough. How do I know what is enough for me? We're not taught that. So we kind of go through life with a little bit of a bottomless pit. No matter how much I have, whatever it is, there's got to be more, because I don't feel completely there yet. So I haven't quite initiated the proposal to Rev Charlene to do a workshop, but someday it might be coming, and maybe you'll come and we'll do it together. So it is Super Bowl, and I decided this is the perfect foundation, and this is my nod to Super Bowl. That's the one you saw for a minute, so now you can see it again. See the symbols, but this is the foundation of this whole talk. Comparison is the thief of joy. This is so tied into this enoughness idea, because we can be like really proud of ourselves in some new venture or whatever, and then we go, yeah, but look at them. I sat here last Sunday taking mental notes of watching Charlene, like, okay, now she does this, and look how well she does this, and she looks at it. That little mind chatter was very busy last week, because I was comparing myself. She makes it look so easy, and I don't see that in myself. And so it takes the joy out of doing it at all. And that is often when I find myself comparing, I'll think, well, so if I'm not happy about it, then why am I doing it? The point is not to be miserable. The reading we had was about happiness, right? The whole foundation of what we teach and the principles that we look at is about happiness is our birthright. And yet, as humans, we kind of go through life making ourselves really miserable because of this. So, this is the foundation. Comparison is the thief of joy. It is supposedly, allegedly, according to the internet, attributed to Theodore Roosevelt. So, Abraham Lincoln said, don't believe everything you see on the internet. But this is our foundation. Comparison is the thief of joy, and we're going to move beyond that, okay? So here I go. Oh, wait, I have to go back. Don't look. Sorry. But that's really, I'm training you so that when I do screw up, you won't know it. So here's the question to start with. I'm a facilitator, so I like to pose questions and let people kind of arrive at their own answers. So the question is this: how did we, you, me, we, how did we learn to think we are not enough? Where did this come from? And I will say, because another part of me, another little component of me is that I have this training and working that I do with neurolinguistics, which is NLP is the kind of short term for it, but it's understanding the conversation we have. It's understanding how our conscious and our unconscious minds work. And so there are voices in there. That, no, I don't mean voices, like that's another discipline of study, but there are voices that we hear. And I would venture to guess, for many of us, we hear voices like this: why can't you be more like? You fill in the blanks. So in Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, who is the founder, was the kind of the visionary of all of this 100 years ago. So how cool is that? He talks about this idea of race consciousness. And what he's meaning is the human race, okay? Not as it progressed from there and delineating different races and all that kind of stuff, but the human race, the race consciousness there is that every thought, every belief, every action taken, whether it's an individual or a collective, is there. It hasn't gone anywhere. So we absorb a lot of our beliefs, our understandings of the world, our philosophy, by means of almost like we're inhaling this race consciousness of belief. And so to have grown up, for many of us, why can't you be more like whoever popped into your head? There's that voice. You might say, whose voice? Oh yeah, I know you, right? But we then learn at a very young age to start comparing ourselves. So we don't develop a sense of enough because there's always someone or something better than that. And so in that idea of race consciousness, which is a source of how we learn to start comparing ourselves, there are some that came to mind when I was putting this together that kind of reflect this in a hopefully a humorous way, but this idea of race consciousness. So for women, we collectively learned like the standards for a clean house. If you don't have a clean house, you're just not making it, lady, right? I mean, that's in there somewhere, and it's in the voice. Good kids. If we, as parents, we have to raise good kids with lots of bragging rights about them. Whether, that's the Christmas newsletters that used to come out. Perky hair. That came to me like we have a race. Yes, right, okay. I need to say no more, but we have a race consciousness that we're supposed to have like perky hair. And so look at the commercials. It will tell you if your hair is not perky, you're not doing enough. For the men, right? Okay. For the men, as race consciousness, comparison, never going to be good enough, because one of the things that came to my mind was yard envy. Where's Gary? Right? Gary is a master gardener. And his neighbors, I'm sure, are like, yeah, but look at his, right? But yard envy is kind of one of those race consciousness things, of the way the yard looks. Another one that came to mind was he who dies with the most tools wins, right? So race conscious, we get these beliefs that come in through the ethers, but we hold these truths to be self-evident. And another one that came to mind was car everything, right? Whether it's horsepower or gadgets or newness. So these are things that come through us. We didn't necessarily set out to take them up and believe them, but they become a basis for, see if I can go backwards. Oh no, I left it there. The comparison. Sorry. My sister said I'm a dork about technology, and she's right, and I'm proud of it. So but this is the basis. Comparison is the thief of joy. You may love your yard until you go see somebody else's, or your perky hair, or whatever. And the comparison that comes in robs that. So that's not what we're going to talk about today. The title is You Are Enough. So how did we equate being enough or having enough to happiness? No, I don't say slide 3. Ta-da! We get this cool diagram. I know it may be too hard to read, but we're going to try. So I put, well, it doesn't matter how I got here, but my computer did this for me. I wrote some notes and the computer went ch-ch-ch. So my invitation to us, let's unpack enoughness. That's what the first slide says. And its cousin, happiness. So the question is, how did we learn to equate having enough or being enough with being happy? How did you learn to determine what is enough for you? Take a minute and think about it. Ask yourself that question. How did I learn to say who I am, what I have, what I'm doing is enough? I don't remember taking those classes in school. I don't remember a mentor saying, let me tell you the secret to happiness. So what happens, I think, again, kind of raise consciousness, is that we start to measure our enoughness, therefore our happiness, by material possessions. Do I have enough money? Am I popular enough? Do I have enough clothes? And ladies, do I have enough shoes? Right? Do I have enough books? I know people that are so smart and they have so many books. I need more books to have enough to be happy. Do I have enough status? Am I able to swagger through and say, you know what I've done and who I am, and are you very impressed? Okay, now I'm enough, right? Do I have enough Instagram followers? Etc., etc., etc. We learn to measure our enoughness, therefore our happiness, by those things, those material possessions, or those markers that somehow measure. And yet, I would venture to guess, most of us know at least one person that seems to have more than we do, comparison measurement, and they're miserably unhappy. Where's the disconnect, right? Because there's an enoughness that almost becomes a hunger. So how do you know when enough is enough for yourself? And then the other question, which comes first? Enoughness or happiness? And I think both sides can be looked at, and I'm going to tell you, I don't have the answer. But I have some quotes and some guides for things that might kind of help us start to really think about this rather than just take it for granted. Hang on. Note, say, read essay. Hang on. This is the dorkiness my sister said. Charlene's just so smooth. See, I'm a parrot, right? But she's just like, she's just there, and it's at her fingertips, so I go, wait, I have a slide. And my notes say, read the essay. So, the question, how did we equate being enough to happiness? We've unpacked it a little bit. And this is an essay that I came upon out of the blue by a woman named Melissa Camera Wilkins, who wrote this essay, and I think she has this probably more attached to a book. Permission granted. Be who you were made to be and let the rest go. Isn't that a wonderful invitation? Yes. Just like, this is it, showing up. Enough is enough, right? This is what she says, and I thought it was very kind of insightful into looking at this beyond the surface of effects, and that's the only measurement that I have to qualify. Because you are enough does not mean that you have been measured and considered and judged, and you have finally earned the label of enough. It doesn't mean you've worked long enough, tried hard enough, presented well enough. It is simply who you are. The you that you are is enough. Can you take that? Or is that little voice going, don't listen to her, don't listen, let me distract you, because that's not true. We have so much of that race consciousness running through us. You don't have to be more or do more or buy more to be who you are meant to be. You are enough does not mean that you are a final product, complete and finished, all done growing and changing and learning everything forevermore. You are enough does not mean you are everything. You are enough absolutely does not mean that you need ask for help. When you are enough, it's easy to ask for help. You are enough means that you were made to be you as you are on purpose. It is no mistake that you are this person in this place at this time. You are enough as you are, mess and all, beautiful, broken, showing up for your life every day. That's all you have to be and all you have to do. You are already enough. You are enough means you can grow and change and continue to become because you aren't trying to prove yourself. You're just being yourself. There are things that you might want to be more of, more open, more honest, more true, more authentic, more free, more connected, more intentional, more purposeful. Those are things we can strive for because they are our growing. They aren't about changing yourself, they're about being yourself. You were enough before, you are enough now, you will continue to be enough as you become more of who you were made to be. I love this last line. And believing that when the world keeps whispering otherwise, that's being brave. Yeah. Isn't that great? It's a reminder that it's not about the number of shoes or tools or all that. It's just us being more of who we came to be. So, our guidance for this shift. You are enough, the art of happiness. We're going to shift over here and look at happiness as part of this equation. And to do so, we are going to have, wait, let me not screw it up and tell you to close your eyes. Because you will love this. I do, at least. I have many boyfriends. He's not a boyfriend because he's too holy, but the Dalai Lama. I love this guy, and I don't think I would be brave enough to say, would you be one of my... Ralph Waldo Emerson I can do because he's been dead 200 years. And those of you that take my classes know I love him. So, the Dalai Lama wrote a book called The Art of Happiness. It's a book. It's out there. You can get it. And in that, one of the things that he reminds us is this. We can find more happiness with ourselves through self-worth. Self-worth is having a source of affection, compassion, and a sense of dignity. We need a strong sense of contentment to feel happier without obtaining objects, which assists in finding our self-worth. Along with material possessions, we need to be able to decide what is going to bring us happiness or just pleasure. The ability to be happy is in everyone's nature. Happiness is found through love, affection, closeness, and compassion. Can you go in there and find that part of you that's nodding? Just with that, like, yeah, that makes sense. I like that guy. He's cool, right? Okay. So, this idea of looking at our enoughness as being innate, and we're here just to grow more and more into that. The idea that happiness is connected to that by what means of our self-worth. I'd also like to bring forward, and again, preparing so that I can. This is an Ernest Holmes slide. I'm teaching a class right now, and we're using the book, This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes. He is the founder of religious science and the philosophy that we learn to walk with. And this is what he said, and there's a little interactive part at the end. All right. So this is Ernest Holmes, so hear this in your head. This is another guy, he's 100 years around, but he was just right there. Believe that you are governed by divine intelligence, that you are directed by divine guidance. You gotta believe that. Know that spirit is right where you are. It is the very essence of your being. It is at the center as well as at the circumference of your life. So it's everywhere. There's no spot there where it isn't. Life made you out of itself, and you are an individual, just a little different from the spirit of any other person who ever lived. So what you have is uniquely yours. It also implanted a unique something within you. It will never be duplicated. Charlene talked of the fall into the winter about snowflakes. Every one of us is different. This gift of life is not complete until it is accepted. The gift is there. It's not complete until you accept this. And then the affirmation, I accept this gift of being enough in the eyes of God. We're going to say this one together. So I think, is it up there and visible? You can see it. All right. So we're going to say this again. Take a breath and say it like you mean it. I accept this gift of being enough in the eyes of God. Now check it in. Did that little voice go, not taking it, or did it say yes? I've been waiting for this awareness. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about the art of happiness. That was slide 5, I got one more. All right. So I'm going to maintain that happiness is a state of mind. Unconditional, birthright happiness is a state of mind. Conditional happiness is thinking that I need something outside. Remember the comparison, but in order for me to be happy, I need something outside of myself in order to be happy. Whether it's a thing, or an event, or a person, or an acknowledgement. That's conditional happiness. Enlightened happiness. So we're talking on the realms of Ernest Holmes and the Dalai Lama and us. Enlightened happiness is knowing it always exists inside, simply waiting to be felt, simply waiting to be acknowledged. Remember our little girl. I did not see a pile of shoes or an Instagram account or anything. She is pure joy. So, as I mentioned earlier, a part of my training, one of my life coach things, because my life ended and I went, okay, wait, what? And I had to kind of go out and figure out what was next, was to study neurolinguistics. And one of the things that we learned to do was to realize we can create our own feelings. They're always in us. We don't have to be happy because something outside. And so we're going to be doing something. I was looking to make sure, because Ryman's going to do some music. How cool is that? So we're going to be doing something. I'm going to end this talk with an experience that I learned and teach with others. It's called the bliss spin. So stand by, slide number 6. So bliss is simply pure joy. And it's right there. You do not have to wait for something out here, or someone, or some purchase, to be able to experience pure bliss, because it exists at the invitation. And so, if you're willing, we're going to do, oh man, this is getting better and better. Remember, affirm it out loud. I accept the gift of being enough in the eyes of God. So when we do this, which is going to be kind of as a meditation, I'm going to really invite you to close your eyes, because otherwise you're going to compare yourself like, what's somebody else doing? Am I doing it? I'm going to look at that later, all right? So I'm going to set this up a little bit, and then we're going to do it. So this is a meditation, interactive, neurolinguistic kind of a thing, all right? You in with me?
Yes.
All right. So, being able to be in bliss means being wholly in ourselves, being fully present in ourselves, able to feel bliss in any moment. So if you are willing to join me, I'm going to invite you to open your body first of all. So if your arms are crossed, your legs are crossed, open everything. If you are okay, close your eyes. If you're not, soften them so you can't compare yourself to anybody else. And just go inside mentally, energetically, with full trust and faith that you got this, and find the place inside of you where bliss hangs out. And you'll know it because it will start feeling like little bubbles of popping, little bubbles of joy, little bubbles of happiness. So it will start popping up like, thank you, I've been waiting. And just feel it, trust it. Don't peek around, just be in this. Let the music carry you there. And just begin to feel that bliss and open it up. So you, however that looks and feels or works for you, is take this bliss, it's always there, and let it start to flood your entire system, your mind, your body, your soul, your heart. Feel that joy and just spin it. So now imagine you have the power, just spin it and intensify it. Allow it just to take over that whole sense of you for no reason at all except you can. Just feel it. It's like bubbles popping, popping, popping. It's that. And then I'm going to invite you to anchor this. And so in an NLP way, just take one finger of one hand and touch the back of your other hand or your thumb or your wrist. You're anchoring this, remembering anytime you need it, all you have to do is touch that place or just drop in. And feel this. This is bliss. This is happiness. This is a state of mind. And when you're ready, then bring it with you. The bubbles want to stay, and it's fine, because you're going to open your eyes and see all kinds of smiles smiling back at you. And so when you're ready, come back here. This is being enough. We have this in us always, even when we forget it. So thank you all. Thank you for riding through my kind of way of forgetting slides and being with me and holding. I can feel the love. So I thank you, and I thank you, and so it is.
To our magnificent, our lovely, our incredible Beth. Just to remind her that you, my dear, are also enough. You are enough. You have everything that you need to succeed. Now say, I am enough. I have everything that I need to succeed. It's already in you. So make your dreams come true. It's true. It's already in you. So make your dreams come true. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. You are enough. You have everything that you need to succeed. Say, I am enough. I have everything that I need to succeed. It's already in you. So make your dreams come true. It's already in you. So make those dreams come true. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. You are enough. You got to believe it, 'cause it's true. You are enough, and you have everything that you need to succeed. It's already in you.
I tell you, it's just an honor to be remembering that. So thank you all. Thank you, and thank you all for supporting. It's beautiful. Thank you. So I'm going to invite the ambassadors up. They were holding space for me back there. They were both like, "You got this," earlier. So I said, "Okay, well, let me remember to call you up." So let's see. My notes say offering and blessing. So let me think about what chart. No comparison. No, this is a time where we can demonstrate our belief, our commitment, our support in what we come here every week to hear and to remember and to carry forward. So this is a time of our offering, and I'm going to not be able to do the everything. There are ways to do this. Oh wait, I have a issue. I'll tell you, I was good enough, and here we go. Yes. So if you're online or here, and you have many ways to demonstrate your belief in your being enough, and your belief then in being part of that support to carry that out into the world. We are doing good things here. And so that opportunity to support in ways that go beyond just what you might think or see or believe should be. We are a center for spiritual living. So if you would, if you are here or online, take this and put it to your heart. There is a connection when we do that. You can feel your heartbeat through your hand. And we're going to say this together. Even though I say it every week, I have to, how do we start? Okay. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. Let me hear it. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. What about love? Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. So we're going to bring up Peg McLaughlin now in yet another hat. We're wearing many hats today. She's going to do our announcements and announcements with Peg. So I'll give you the mic and I'll try to keep up with you with the clicker. Is that good?
All right, thank you. Me again. Hi. Okay, and with today's announcements, the Band of Brothers is hosting our Super Bowl, SOUPER. We're collecting canned goods to donate to Mission Hope in Temecula to support local families and their food pantry. Please bring those canned goods in, and we're trying to beat our total from last year, and we're currently at 880 pounds. We're trying to get to a ton. So today's the last day, because obviously today is Super Bowl. So run out to Vaughn's, right across the freeway, get some more, and bring it back. And then Jim can update us next week on how we did. So the 880 does not include what's out there, so there's some out there now. We are celebrating all things CSLTV on Sunday, February 16th. Next Sunday. We'll be hosting a volunteer appreciation luncheon with a taco truck. If you are a beloved volunteer at the center, ambassador, coordinator, youth and family, announcements, hospitality, spirited service, please come and let us celebrate you. And we will also be celebrating CSLTV's 30th anniversary the same day with photos from way back and coming together in the social hall to share stories of all the wonderful times we've experienced together. Here, there, a couple of different places. Tax forms are here, so go see Cecilia. There's a box in the office to grab your tax documents for your charitable giving to the center. The Gifts of Spirit group, their meeting was scheduled for Monday, February 10th. That meeting has been canceled, in case you didn't get the memo. If you are part of the My Favorite Things senior singers, there will be a brief rehearsal today after service in the sanctuary, and see Ann Kay for further information on that. And last but not least, the CSLTV Hiking Club will be exploring the Whitewater Preserve and Wildlands Conservancy. It's literally a desert oasis out there near Desert Hot Springs. On February 22nd at 10 a.m., the club will meet to explore this jewel of our local desert. We will see wildflowers, water flowing, sand dunes, and lots of critters. Please see Amberly Levitt for more information or our website under the hiking page. And we were talking earlier, we'll probably carpool, so we'll probably have a meeting place for a carpool, or you can meet us out at the preserve. That's all I got. Thank you.
And I'll just say, Whitewater has been around for a long time, and it had just fallen into disrepair. It is a river in the desert. It's fed from Big Bear, and you will walk along the river in the desert, and then it goes out under the tent and it vanishes. So it's a really cool spot. If you've never done it, it would be a very cool outing to join in. All right, let me see. Oh, we're doing prayer. All right, I'd like to invite my friends, my colleagues, my beloveds to come up and stand with me, hold this space. The practitioners. Oh, we have a rev in the house. We have 2 revs. We have 3 revs. We got lots of revs. A rev here, a rev there, everywhere, a rev. So, Reverend Michael, you're gonna hold from the back. All right, Reverend Michael's in the back. He's good. So if you feel that, like all sides of this room are held, that's what we've got. We've got tremendous consciousness. So this is the arm of our ecclesiastical, which is a very 25-cent word. This is the healing consciousness. All right, the practitioners, the students, just all of us come together to hold that space and a knowing. And we're going to all do this right now. So if you feel so inclined, maybe hold hands with your neighbor, just like I can't because I do not know what to do with the microphone. So there we go. That'll work. All right. So let's just come together in consciousness. Feel the feeling of being in a community of such like-mindedness. No judgment here, no comparisons here. We are that divine representation of the idea held in mind, in spirit. We are that knowing that we are enough. That there is in the center of each one of us here, and each one we are connected to beyond this room or this space. We know that we are enough, that we are loved and loved, that we are kind and can show that kindness to another without a comparison, that we are infinite in our ability to be in and of compassion. These are the qualities of enoughness that allow us to walk among those who perhaps need to remember. It is in this place of knowing that being able to declare, I accept the gift of life, of being myself, of knowing that I am the beloved of the beloved, is enough. This is what I came here to do, to be, and to know. And so I know for everyone here and everyone who we are connected to, that we have enough love, we have enough compassion, we have enough forgiveness and acceptance to be that link in this space, in this time, in this moment. And so it is with a grateful heart. I simply know this to be true and hold this to be true. And I release these words and this knowing into the mind of God, where it is already known. And so it is with that deep gratitude, I say,